Hey, what's goody, Frye gang? So yesterday we got some interesting and to some very good news. Foamstars is shutting down. Not fully. The last season for Foamstars will be dropping on December 12th all the way to January 3rd, I'm pretty sure. And then after that, it is getting no more seasonal updates, but it still will be playable. Now, we kind of already saw this coming, and for this final update, they're going all out. They're kind of having their own like grand fest, their own final fest, and it's great. It's called The Party Goes On, and I can't help but to think that this is a tribute to Juice WRLD. Like, rest in paradise to Juice, bro. I love Juice, my #1 favorite artist of all time, and he will forever be my #1. I love Juice so much. Because Juice's 6th album, or his 5th album, and which is sadly his last, at least under the current record label Grade A, is called The Party Never Ends. We've been waiting for this for 3 years. For 3 years, it's called The Party Never Ends. And then this big final update is called The Party Goes On. Now, I'm sure it's just a coincidence, but Fortnite did an entire event just for Juice to commemorate the dropping of this album. It was beautiful. I don't like Fortnite at all, but massive respect to them for this event. This shit was hype, all right? I wasn't even there, and even I wanted to cry at that shit. But they had a big hologram of Juice out there performing his songs, and like a new song get dropped, debuted in Fortnite, Empty Out Your Pockets. I love that empty out your pockets, I need all that. I get the millions and I fall back. Niggas chameleons, they'll change for some change. Today's ain't the same, niggas switch for the fames. I love that song. God, I love Juice so much. But regardless of all that, there's actually a trailer here for The Party Goes On, the final update here, or the final season. They actually have a trailer that I want to play for you, and it's actually kind of cool. And there's more to it than just that. So the season starts on December 7th or 13th and ends on January 17th. However, the team is even holding a series of in-game events named after each character. So there's going to be an event for every single character, and I'm kind of excited to see the one for So. As y'all know, bro, I'm a So one-tricker. So of course, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. And additionally, previous season passes are also coming back for anyone who missed out on them the first time, and you can even switch between them whenever you want. So you're not locked out of any of the season passes. So if you're just starting to play, or you're playing now for this final season, you will be able to experience all of the past season passes. But of course, as you'd expect, you do have to pay for it here. So I don't know how much that's going to mean for a whole lot of people. But that's not even it. And the most hype part about it, the part I'm most excited about, bro, why they got a Nier Automata collab? They got a Nier Automata collab? I don't even know why I'm popping off about this. This should have been expected, bro. Yoko Taro would just throw Nier Automata into everything he possibly can. He even said, I can't find the quote, but he did say that he's going to just try to have a Nier collab with pretty much everything. He's going to try to have a Nier Automata collab in everything, as many collabs as he possibly can. He's going to milk the shit out of this game, and I am here for it. I am all here for it. I love Nier Automata and just the series as a whole. I absolutely adore Nier, so this is great, but I might have to dust off the old PS4 to play a little bit. I might have to dust off the old PS4 just to get these skins and to play this final Grand Fest type shit. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. I'm kind of hype about this. Yeah, and these 9S and 2B outfits are not paid. You do not have to pay for these, surprisingly. They will be fully unlockable via in-game challenges. And there's even a little note from the producer, the Foamstars producer, said, "Thank you so much for playing Foamstars. I don't want this to sound like a final message, since you will be able to continue playing the game. However, I wanted to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to you all once again. Throughout both the development and operational phases, we have faced many challenges. However, the support of all of you who play the game, along with the incredible fan art, has been a constant source of encouragement for the team. It's because of this support that we've been able to overcome these difficulties, always with the goal of responding to your feedback." Here's some feedback. Create an original game. Like, goddamn, okay, we're going back to this. Oh, before I get into all that, despite how much I actually shit on Foamstars, it is a fun game. I will admit it is an actually really enjoyable game. It is fun to play, but just the entire concept and premise of it is just flawed. Foamstars never should have existed in the first place, and I think everyone knows that. All right, I don't know what Square was thinking in even releasing this. They're up there, and it's not even Square. I don't even think it's Square's fault that Foamstars existed and then failed. It's more Sony, because for whatever reason Sony is just absolutely obsessed with making as many live service games as they can and just pumping them out, especially hero shooters. There's no surprise that Foamstars actually failed the way it did, even if it wasn't a Splatoon clone, which, let's be real, it is. It's not just me saying that, it's not just Splatoon players saying that, everyone is saying that. It is quite literally just a Splatoon clone. They just tried to copy what Splatoon did and do it themselves. All right, everyone who's saying it's not a Splatoon clone is just coping and is delusional, just like saying Genshin is not a Breath of the Wild clone. Yeah, it kind of is, even though it did succeed on its own merits. And like, look, I'm not even hating on Genshin. I like Genshin as a game. I don't play it anymore because I play Honkai Star Rail now. It's so much better, infinitely better of a game, but I still enjoy Genshin. But it is still a Breath of the Wild clone. It tried to copy the art style and what Breath of the Wild did and put its own little spin on it, and it succeeded. Most times stuff like that does not succeed. Case in point, Foamstars. It tried to take what Splatoon did, put its own little spin on it, and it fucking flopped. Part of it because it was a clone of Splatoon, but also another big part of it is that it's just another live service hero shooter, which people don't want. The industry is just so oversaturated with live service hero shooters. No one's asking for this. There's no demand for this type of game. No one is asking for more generic hero shooters. Concord, bro, Concord. The classic example. I know you've heard of it, but Concord didn't even last 2 weeks. It lasted just over a week before Sony shut it down and discontinued it. The game wasn't even live for an entire week because it was just the most bare bones, slowest, just overly generic as possible hero shooter you could possibly have, which they even dared to charge $40 for that. And it flopped so hard. It is like the biggest flop in gaming history. It is bad, bro. I know you've heard Concord jokes before, and you will hear them for the rest of the time, because the Concord, God, that game was an abomination, okay? And a large part of it was because it was a very generic, basic hero shooter that nobody asked for. And then they had the audacity to charge for it. The same thing Square did here with fucking Foamstars, and it's failing in the exact same way. So now they're shutting it down. The only difference is that Foamstars will still be playable while Concord wasn't. But we kind of all knew that Foamstars was going to flop, okay? We all knew this was going to happen. And for those saying that it's not a Splatoon clone, come on, it's very clearly is. The whole bright like foam mechanic is very clearly based off of the brightly colored ink mechanic from Splatoon. Now, yes, to be fair, just because Splatoon was the first to do that does not mean it's the only one who can do that. Obviously, there are going to be others after that to take inspiration from it, but like before and since Splatoon, nothing has done that. Like in all hero shooters, there are other ways to traverse the map, whether that be sprinting or using vehicles. Splatoon was really the only creative one to do it, where you shoot ink out of your weapon and then swim in the ink as like a faster form of transportation. And then, oh, what do you know? Foamstars, you shoot foam out of your gun and surf it for a faster mode of transportation, is very clearly taking inspiration, if not straight up copying Splatoon. Straight down to a lot of the weapons look like Splatoon weapons, and the specials kind of look like Splatoon specials, like So's ultimate, I guess, special, whatever it's called, is literally just baller. Like there's, so you can clearly and obviously see the imitation here, and there's a difference between imitation and inspiration. Okay, Foamstars is an imitation of Splatoon, like a game like Stellar Blade. It was inspired by Nier Automata. Foamstars was trying to imitate Splatoon. There's a difference between imitation and inspiration. Foamstars is not an inspiration, but we kind of already knew Foamstars was going to fail the way that it did. It's already a copy of a very popular game, which most of the time never works out. And not only that, it was in a genre that nobody was asking for, so it was only a matter of time that Foamstars was going to shut down. And then the people had the audacity back when it first dropped to say, oh, this game isn't going to shut down, this game's going to go on for years and years, all of you are wrong saying how it's a Splatoon clone that's just going to fail. And then here we are, not even a year later, and it's already being shut down. The game wasn't even out for an entire year. It dropped earlier this year. I don't remember exactly when. I think it might have been April. Either way, it's shutting down before a year. It hasn't even been out for a year, okay? And then within like after like the first week or so of it being out, it went completely dead silent. You never heard about oh, I almost said OnlyFans. What the hell am I on? Why am I thinking about OnlyFans? Fuck, what is it called? Foamstars. What is wrong with me? Like a week after the release of Foamstars, no one was talking about it. You didn't hear anything about it. No articles, no videos, nothing. Only videos people made were like people shitting on it. And then a couple months ago, back in like October, they even tried to make it free to play, because at first Foamstars was $30. Goddamn, $30 to play a live service game. Yeah, that's gonna go over well. Clearly see what happened with Concord. But they even tried to salvage it because they saw the game was dying, so they tried to make it free to play, and still nobody cared at all. No one cared. So that didn't even last a couple months before they announced, okay, yeah, one last update, and then we're ending support for the game because it's not making us any money, so we're just throwing money away, shoveling it into this game that no one's playing. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people hop on for this final season, but as soon, once that day hits, bro, January 17th or January 18th, since it'll be like the day after it ends, January 18th, no one is going to be playing Foamstars anymore. I promise you, those player numbers are going to drop. Those are going to drop drastically, okay? We all knew this was going to happen, and rightfully so. Okay, Foamstars deserves to fail and flop. All right, it was already just an uninspired, unoriginal copy of Splatoon in a genre that no one wanted, another generic hero shooter, which they charge $30 for. Live service, by the way, usually live service games are free because they make most of their monies from microtransaction. Most of their monies? I don't know what's going on with me today. They make most of their money from microtransactions. So having a heavily monetized microtransaction live service game and charging $30 for it, Yeah, it's no surprise that no one was playing it. No one wants that, bro. No one wants more hero shooters. Stop making more hero shooters, Sony. God damn it. Like, holy shit. I'm talking to Sony specifically because they're the main culprit of this, pushing out all these goddamn live service games that nobody wants and then killing them. Foamstars, Helldivers 2, they even killed that stupid ass, like, linking your PSN account. That was dumb. Fucking Concord. No one wants these generic hero shooters. Stop developing them. Stop developing them. Oh my god. And it didn't even help that Square Enix was the one who published what's it called, Foamstars, because Square Enix, they're known for their JRPGs and they just come out of nowhere. As far as I know, this is like their first ever shooter, so they just come out of nowhere with a shooter, even though they're known for JRPGs. What is this? No one's gonna play that. Why is it such a drastic change? Because they're obviously trying to capitalize off of the success of Splatoon, and it didn't work as it shouldn't have. Because just stick to JRPGs. That's what y'all are known for. Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Octopath Traveler. Like, they make so many amazing JRPGs. Why do they need to dip into live service games? And I guarantee you it was Sony who told them to do that. So we can't even fault Squeenix here, because I guarantee you it was Sony who told them to do that, because they're just so greedy with these live service games for whatever reason. I don't understand. But yeah, that's about it. I just kind of wanted to rant about that, how Foamstars kind of deserved to fail, and I'm kind of glad that it did. Please, I hope this, if not Concord, that please, at least Concord, but if not Concord, then nothing else, we're doomed. But I hope that's a lesson to Sony specifically, to stop making live service games that no one is asking for. Just create games that people want. Stop making live service garbage just to try to guzzle as much money as you can out of fans. It doesn't work. If you make a great game, that is going to make infinitely more money than a game designed to siphon as much money out of people as possible that no one wants. Just create a genuinely good game filled with designers, passionate designers and developers who want to create that game. It's not that hard. It's really just not that hard. Just make a game that people want, that developers are passionate to create. It's really that simple. How hard is that? God damn, Sony is just, they lost it, bro. They lost it. It was first with Concord, now the PS5 Pro. Like, yeah, Sony's going downhill. But yeah, that's it. See you next mission. Play some goddamn Splatty.